Now, this is why I love doing what I do, because last week I started talking about Mishloach Manot, and one of you out there corrected me. Thank you so much. I had said that you need two foods with two different brachot to make your Mishloach Manot count, and I was wrong. You do need two foods, two different foods, but they don't need to be two different blessings. Thank you so much. So here are the laws. It needs to be to one friend, two different foods, not necessarily two different blessings, and it has to be of value to the person you're giving it to and something they can eat immediately. So some of the things here in my Italian-themed Pasta Puttanesca Mishloach Manot, you can eat immediately, but you can also make your own Pasta Puttanesca. So I put it in the colander, which I love because then you can use the colander. I've got my linguine going in. I've got passata. And then I tried for these dry black olives, which I love. We've got some anchovies. We've got capers. Let's put that in there. And olive oil tuna. Always find like the best tuna, and a head of garlic. And that is my Pasta Puttanesca Italian-themed Mishloach Manot in a colander. Tell me that isn't like the easiest thing in the whole wide world. And we're gonna use some Italian flagged ribbons to go in. Oh my goodness. Seriously. And then I will also include the recipe to the person who will value this specific Mishloach Manot. And you can eat the olives, the tuna, and the anchovies straight away. The pasta you would have to make. All right, check that out. How awesome is that Mishloach Manot? So I am so excited to be sharing these Mishloach Manot ideas with you. If you have ideas, you've been sharing them, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. So we did my Pasta Puttanesca Mishloach Manot, and I might as well show you how I make my Pasta Puttanesca. So my linguine, I'm using the whole amount because I got a lot of people to feed. If you don't want to make a whole amount, then by all means, do half. But yeah, this is gonna go. This is like, and what I love about not just the Mishloach Manot is that this is the type of thing that if you think ahead of time, you can have it all ready in your cupboard, and when you're in the mood for Pasta Puttanesca, you just do it. So my linguine is in, you can use any shaped pasta actually. And here are the things I put in the Mishloach Manot: capers, anchovies, tuna in olive oil, dry black pepper, black olives, passata and garlic. Some of the things I could have included, but I just ran out of room, is a bottle of San Pellegrino. Not that it goes in your Pasta Puttanesca, but it's so Italian, it's amazing. A little tiny bottle of olive oil, because olive oil is definitely part of the recipe. I picked these up in Spain last year. How gorgeous are they? And some tomato paste that also goes into our recipe. So let's start making the puttanesca sauce while the linguine cooks. So I'm gonna start with olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. And Pasta Puttanesca is oily and briny and hits so many awesome taste buds. Another thing you could have included was some Parmesan into your colander. Just get a huge colander and then you could do it all. All right, into there goes 6 cloves of garlic, which I thinly sliced. We're gonna let them fry up, and we're gonna go in with anchovies. I'm a huge, ridiculous anchovy fan. It's not even normal. I know that for some people it's ew, anchovies. But for me, anchovy on toast with butter. Okay, I love anything salty. I was that crazy person who wanted the pineapple and anchovy pizza. So that's about 4 anchovies, which I've totally mullered, but hey ho. And what I'm gonna do is just with my fork, kind of cut them up. And they're gonna go in with the garlic, and they're gonna be this salty base for my olive oil. So let's go in, and they kind of disintegrate that to the point that if you didn't know it was in there, you wouldn't taste it, but it gives you this awesome salty punch. To that, I'm gonna add a whole tablespoon of tomato paste. And that is the base for my pasta sauce. So exciting. All right, let's give it a whirl. And it like flutters like it's nobody's business. And it smells incredible around here. Oh, I adore all these like salty, intense flavors. To that, I'm gonna add my passata, which is just tomato sauce with no lumps and no bumps in it. And in we go with about half the container. And there we go. That's half of I will tell you how many grams, of a 500 gram container, so about 250. And I'm gonna lower the heat all the way. Now, having been to Italy, having loved Rome, oh my God, I told you about my friend Sarah Provencello, who's this amazing tour guide. Their pastas aren't like filled with a ton of sauce. It just isn't. The sauce is light. It's really all about the pasta. And the pasta isn't the meal. The pasta is like one of the courses. I put it in the colander, so we need to use the colander in the potatoes. Let's get rid of that and all of that. And their sauces are really light and airy and not super heavy. So what I need for my sauce is a cup of the pasta starchy water. I'm gonna set that aside while I add the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna add 1, 2, and 3 tablespoons of the capers. I'm gonna add these awesome dried olives, which I adore. And yes, absolutely tear them up, cut them up, but again, I've got zero patience, so that's not gonna happen. And to that, I'm gonna add my tuna in olive oil. There's already so much oil in this guy. You don't want to scrimp on the tuna in olive oil. And tuna in olive oil with olive oil tastes incredible. So I'm gonna drain some of the oil off, and in it goes. Yum! Yum, yum, yum. Okay, that's all in there with my sauce. And I'm now just gonna, that's it, we're done. The sauce is done for now. We're gonna turn it off and let's check on our pasta. Did you ever see the show Who's the Boss? Tony Danza, I don't know, was her name Angela? She was awesome. And he had this one scene where he's super Italian and he tests the pasta by taking a strand out and throwing it against the wall. And if it sticks, your pasta is ready. So my pasta is truly al dente. It's even a little bit, you could see, like it's really al dente. And if you're in Italy, this is how you want your pasta. This is how I want my pasta. If you want to cook it further, by all means, cook it further. People who are really like super religious about the whole al dente business, eat the pasta the way you want to eat the pasta, people. Don't let people rule you. All right, so I'm draining my pasta. It is hot. And don't go into my messy sink. That is a rule here. Okay, so I've got my pasta and it's gonna go into my sauce. So I'm gonna start with half, just so I have control about the amount of sauce to pasta ratio. And as I told you, these Italians, they're amazing and their food is incredible. That's why we all eat Italian food. They really don't overwhelm their pasta with sauce. It is about the pasta, and the sauce kind of like carries it through. Yum, 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 yum. All right, so a little more of my pasta is ready to go in. And do you remember that water we saved? Super important here. Let's go in. And what the starchy water will do, the water has the salt, super important, and the starchiness will make it all super duper silky. Yeah. And that is my pasta puttanesca. I bet you didn't think it was going to turn out this way, did you? Right? You thought it would be like totally sauce heavy, and not this gorgeous, luscious, lightly sauced pasta. Yum! Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. We are going to use some more capers on top as garnish, and some more olives, maybe some more anchovies, but the most important garnish of all, and this is where it gets good. Absolutely do this on a microplane blade, but I don't have a milky one, so I still do the whole Parmesan grating on my grater, and check that out. Tell me you do not want to have that for dinner. I'm not even like, I'm resigned to just eating it straight from the pot. What do you think? All right, so give your friends the Pasta Puttanesca Mishloach Manot. Include the recipe. Oh my goodness, you want to have that. I may actually, ooh, hold on. Shh. I really can't resist. It's that good. It's that good. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Try it at home. It is so good. See you soon.